Workplace principles. If I've learned anything about human behaviour, it's that our perceptions drive our behaviours, which dictate our results. Our perceptions are the window through which we see the world, how we see others, the situation, and ourselves. Our behaviours are no more complicated than what we do or don't do, say or don't say. Some behaviours are effective and some are ineffective. The results we receive are really just an output of our perceptions and behaviours. If we're pleased with the results we're getting, we just need to keep perceiving, let's say P, and behaving, let's call that B, the way we are as they're getting us the results, let's call that R, we want. If we're unsatisfied with the results we're getting, we need to look at shifting our perception and changing our behaviour. I perceive one fundamental flaw with this P plus B equals R formula. What if our perceptions are inaccurate? What if the starting point of our formula is set on sinking sand? Just because we've all heard the phrase perception is reality doesn't make it true. The solid rock on which to build our perception and behaviours is called principle. Principles, of course, are timeless, not temporal. Principles are objective, not subjective. Principles exist with or without our permission. Principles are universal, not localized. Wresting this into workplace application, an organisation will receive the result of superb customer service when enough of its employees behave in a customer-centric manner by perceiving the customer as king or queen. The principle underneath excellent customer service is essentially the golden rule, to do unto others as you would have them do to you. But what about teamwork? Well, a team works well when each individual member perceives a mission, vision or goal that supersedes self and behaves accordingly. The principle underneath breakthrough teams is knowing that without vision, the team will perish. They'll kind of infight. They'll have self-centered agendas. There has to be a goal bigger than self. What about in times of conflict? When there's conflict in the workplace, our perceptions can get all out of whack very quickly, and because of that, our behaviours can permanently damage relationships, if not reined in. It's much better to build our perceptions and behaviours on the timeless, objective, and universal principle that in times of conflict, it's better to seek the interest of the other as well as your own interest. As the late Dr. Stephen Covey said in his seminal work, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, borrowing from this principle, we should always think win-win. What's a win for the other party? And are you able to express what's a win for you? So the workplace is just a collection of people working together to provide a product or service to someone else. Whether we're talking about leadership, teamwork, conflict resolution, or time management, it ultimately has to benefit the customer. We have to base our perceptions and behaviours on the firm foundation of timeless principles to have any hope of navigating through the labyrinth of issues that can become entangled when we bring human beings together to get the job done. Leaders can lead best when they build their perceptions and behaviours on the principle of turning the organisational pyramid upside down, that the greatest must be a servant. That's the principle. Teams can thrive when they operate on the principle that the sum of many is much better than the work of a lone genius. Conflict can be positively reduced in the workplace when individuals actively seek to understand each other, placing their own ego to one side. So in conclusion, P plus B equals R is true, but if we build our perceptions and behaviours on these timeless, objective and universal principles, we can be assured of much more effective results.